With the view that Russia today is becoming post-Western Russia, that it's looking to the east, it's established global south. Post-Western is one thing, that it hasn't worked. NATO, OSCE, all of that has gone for the immediate future and perhaps this generation. But Russia is perhaps even more, not just post-Western, but post-European, that its fate now, this, as Sergei Karaganov, the well-known commentator, argues, this 500-year history, 300 years from Peter the Great, of Russia always trying to integrate with the West, with Europe, with its model, always chasing a model elsewhere. Even Marxism-Leninism, of course, came from the West. So is it time now for Russia to say, look, this is over, we'll work with our partners, you've mentioned them, China, India, other countries, many in Africa, very close relations. But still, Russia is a European country. How do we square that circle?
You know that for hundreds of years we did have in Russia discussions between Westerners and Easterners.
The Slavophiles versus the Westerners.
Our veterans of diplomacy, they recall a discussion in Politburo of the Communist Party, what kind of values do we have? And soon after Helsinki Decalogue has been approved, there was a decision by Politburo that we have European values. Of course, they are Europeans. European principles, European style of life across the country. Although more people are turning now to Chinese because it's a wide market right now, but still, of course, there is no idea to abandon all of that. But we have to resolve these differences. Otherwise, it will be the war will be much bloodier with involvement of much more countries. You know, your genesis here, it has shown how we did come to this moment, and this is important because. Even here in London, most of the politicians, they are starting this war from February 2022, which is not true. And no one would like to recall what has happened much earlier, in early 2000s. That is why we are trying to involve them into discussions of the early events, saying Georgia, 2008, August 2008, and all of that, what has happened in Ukraine during all these changes of the government from Yushchenko until further on, that gives you the real picture how we did arrive to these difficulties and to this point. Without understanding the history and without understanding genesis, you cannot do the proper conclusions, and this will bring us into a real disaster. So.